DeSantis.
Okay, what's your question for Governor DeSantis?
Governor DeSantis, thanks for coming out today,
Sure.
and you have earned my my vote Monday.
Thank you.
So, the left has weaponized the FBI, DOJ, and the IRS against their political enemies, including President Trump. When you're president, will there be a reckoning for this abuse of power?
Scott, thank you for the question. It's an easy answer. Yes. And we're going to do it on day one. We're going to be ready to go because here's the thing. Those agencies have become weaponized. I mean, you look at what they've done. I mean, I first saw it when I first ran for Congress. I had groups in my district where the IRS was targeting those conservative groups back there in 2012. And it's like a small nonprofit that's just talking about the Constitution. Under Obama, they did it. No one was held accountable for doing that. Then you had the Russia collusion where they went after President Trump, false theory about stealing the 2016 election. They kneecapped him any way they could. Nobody was held accountable for that. So you're going to keep getting these outcomes until you have a president that comes in and drops the hammer. Our founding fathers understood that if power is allowed to accumulate, human nature being what it is going to be abused. They assume that the elected president would not let it happen. Honestly, they also assume that Congress would use its power of the purse to rein in these rogue agencies, and Congress doesn't do that. They put the government on autopilot with these continuing resolutions and these omnibus bills, so they have defaulted on their responsibility to do it in Congress, but I will do it as president. And what does that look like? On day one, you'll have a new director of the FBI. You're going to have new people in the Department of Justice. I'm going to take parts of those agencies. I'm going to move them out of D.C. I disagree with Donald Trump, Donald Trump wants to build a massive new FBI headquarters over $1 billion in Washington, D.C. That doesn't drain the swamp. That deepens the swamp. I'm taking that out of Washington, D.C. We're going to take power out of there. But here's the thing. Those are not independent agencies. There's a canard in Washington, the Beltway press will say, oh, the president can't be involved in the Department of Justice. That's politicizing it. No, if they're independent of who the elected president is, that means they're unaccountable. You don't want unaccountable power for people who can put you in jail and people that have guns. They need to be held accountable. So if an FBI agent is going after parents going to school board meeting, I'm firing those people. If the FBI is colluding with big tech to censor dissent in this country, I'm firing those people. If the FBI is passing around memos saying observant Catholics are potential terrorists, I'm firing those people. So there's going to be a reckoning, and not just for those agencies. There's going to be a reckoning for the agencies that plunged this country into lockdown during COVID. Anthony Fauci, CDC, NIH, all those agencies, FDA, you're going to see major accountability because if we want to change the way this government operates, you've got to hold the people accountable who are responsible for the madness, and I will do that.